It's been 3 months when on 22nd of April, these four people, these four terrorists, these four men from Pakistan, trained terrorists from Pakistan, entered into India and massacred 26 people. Innocent civilians were killed. Remember, it was, a local Kashmiri, 25 tourists, including, a Navy officer, people from all walks of life. Men were segregated and butchered in Pahalgam. And from there, a series of events, India's punitive action against Pakistan in Operation Sindoor began. There were tributes, there were a lot of hue and cry. But 3 months on, there are some big questions as far as the Pahalgam attack is concerned. And I want to take 6 big questions at this moment which relate to Pahalgam attack, which should be asked, should be answered, because 3 months on, these questions still remain extremely relevant. Where are the 4 terrorists? Where are these 4 terrorists who butchered 26 innocent Indians in Pahalgam? Where are they? We don't know where these people are, where these terrorists are, where these butchers are 3 months on. How did 4 of these terrorists from Pakistan manage to infiltrate in India and carry out this attack? How did they come? We don't know about that. How did they infiltrate into India? Where were they trained? Are they still in Jammu and Kashmir, or have they fled to Pakistan? This needs to be answered. Has there been any probe which has been ordered by the government over the intelligence and the security failure in Pahalgam? Question number 5. The Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir recently, in an interview to a publication, accepted that there was intelligence failure. Then why hasn't any accountability fixed? Why hasn't people responsible for this being punished? And question number 6, like I'm saying, if accountability, if the Lieutenant Governor believes that there was intelligence failure, then when will heads roll? Because the question is, 3 months on, while we have, taken punitive action against Pakistan, but if and when will head roll is a big question. And why is this important? While on one hand, the entire nation backed the government in its punitive action against Pakistan, the true tribute to the innocent people, those who were killed, to 26 Indians, those who were killed, and their families would be after the butchers of Pahalgam are punished and accountability is fixed. Because without scrutiny, transparency, and a fair investigations, lessons won't be learned, and India would be vulnerable to such future Pahalgams as well. And that is why it's important to ask these questions 3 months on after this massacre took place at the Baisaran Valley in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me very quickly at this moment go across to my colleague Nazir Masoodi, who is joining me on the broadcast. Nazir, important questions, and here at NDTV we of course are raising them, but everybody is only talking about one thing. Where are these terrorists?
Well, Ankit, these pictures of those 4 terrorists. One of them has been killed, and 3 of them have been reportedly involved in that massacre. And one was killed almost a year back, so long before the Pahalgam incident. So in this picture, why we show 4 terrorists, 3 have been involved. There have been 3 or 4 terrorists who are involved in Pahalgam terrorist attack. And 3 months on, everybody is asking why this glaring, number 1, intelligence failure, which government has admitted, and then an operational failure to track down the attacker. And in this attack, we have the incident, people came out in large numbers and publicly said that we will help security force take us everywhere, anywhere in the jungle. We'll help you to track down the terrorists. But for last 3 months, despite government saying operations have been going on, there's no clue. Literally, they have disappeared in thin air. Nobody knows where they are. And this is not the first incident. There have been more than 24 major attacks since October 2021. In almost every attack, the attackers have managed to escape without suffering any casualty. Same thing happened at Pahalgam, same thing happened at Bison on April 22nd. And since then, no clue where they have disappeared, where they have gone, where they are, what are they planning
Very
now.
quickly, Nazir, what is the situation on the ground? Have tourists started coming back? What's the situation as far as the tourists are concerned? Because it was a very deserted tourist season for Kashmir after this attack.
Well, everybody knows it has a huge impact on tourism, but it's clearly leaping back to, back. Tourists have started coming. Amarnath Yatra is going on. Good number of yatris are coming under tight and very heavy security. But the larger thing is, tourists will come back one day, if not in this season, in great numbers, maybe next season, but some have come. But the bigger question is, why is the resolve of the country to track down these terrorists when everybody was on the same page that they should be tracked down? Why this operational failure? First, the intelligence failure, then the operational and security failure to track these terrorists down.
Absolutely, Nazir. Well put there. Thank you so much for speaking to us on this. As Nazir was saying, where have they fallen from the face of the earth? It raises questions about our security grid, of how they can come in, create a massacre, kill innocent people, and then vanish from the face of the earth without any retribution. And that needs to be tracked down, and we will do it for our viewers here on NDTV.